What's up, everybody? Brian Peacock back once again. Epic Outdoor Adventures. We're going to talk cucurbits and pollination today. Alright? Pollination of the cucurbit family. Cucurbit family being cucumbers, melons, squash, gourds, things of that nature. Are all cucurbits, and they all act pretty much the same. So, in pollination, we have male and female flowers, okay, blossoms. The male flower has no fruit, all right? Let's see here, just like this one here. No fruit. Just the flower, okay? Then we have female flower, which is right here. That has the zucchini on it. This is a zucchini, and it has the flower right here, okay? So, you have a male and a female. They both have to open at the same time, and they only open one day in the mornings. So you have to have male and a female open at the same time, and you have to either have insects, bees, or ants, or other whatever go into the male first and go over and go into the female to take the pollen from the male to the female to fertilize the fruit. Without this pollination process happening, the fruit within about 4 or 5 days will start to yellow, the ends will turn brown, the flower will fall off, it'll shrivel up, and it'll die. It wasn't pollinated, okay? When it does get pollinated, the flower will close, it'll fall off, and the zucchini or gourd, pumpkin, cucumber, whatever, will start growing, and it will continually grow. So if you're having trouble with your fruits growing, and they're just falling off, pollination is probably one of the biggest problems that you're having. So, how do you solve pollination issues? Well, you can hand pollinate yourself. So you can take the male pollen and you can introduce it to the female. You can use a Q-tip, you can use whatever you want to use. I usually just snap off the male. I pull the petals off very carefully without knocking the pollen off of the stigma in the middle. So there's one little node in the middle. It'll be covered with yellow pollen. You'll open the female flower if she's not already open, and then you'll insert that down and touch the round part that's in there. Just touch it with some of that pollen, and then close that petal back up, and it pollinates your fruit for you. You do have to have a male and a female open at that time, or very close to opening. You can take males that open first. Usually in cucurbits you either have a lot of females first or you'll have a lot of males first, and you won't have both of them blooming at the same time. Totally normal in just about every variety. And it isn't one or the other. I've seen it happen both ways. But you can take the male flowers and you can put them in the refrigerator. You know, in a like a container with holes in it that it can breathe. Stick it in the refrigerator for a day or two. You may even be able to freeze it. I'm not quite sure on that. Don't quote me on that. You'll have to look that up. But I know that you can keep that for a little while and wait for that female flower to open to pollinate it. I know it will last a couple days at least. So if you froze it, you might be able to get a couple weeks out of it. But it usually don't take that long. So you can see that I have some fruits. This one here hopefully was pollinated. I don't think this one was pollinated. I think I missed it. Didn't have any males open. Yesterday there was a male that popped open and I opened it, the flower that was left on here, and put it in there, but the little ovaries in there had already started to brown and dry up, so I don't think that this one took. So it's okay, it happens, especially the first couple fruits that come out on your plants. You tend to lose a few at first, but trust me, I promise you, you're gonna have plenty more coming. So you can see everything that's growing in here, all these are all brand new fruits coming. So remember, males, females, just like anything else, the male has to fertilize that female in order for that baby to grow, okay? So remember, hand pollinate if you have to, especially early in the seasons before the bees really get going. Ants are some of my best fertilizer pollinators, as well as the bees, but just, you know, you can also just ensure by doing it by hand. So appreciate you watching, guys. As always, thanks again for subscribing. It really helps the channel and helps it grow. And I'll see you next time. See ya.